people, the St. Catherine police have released the identities of two people who died as a result of injuries they sustained in a motor vehicle crash along the Edward Seaga Highway on Saturday. The victims have been identified as 33-year-old Ricardo Collins of Binge Road, Kingston 11, and 23-year-old Shadia Mason from Waterford, Portmore, St. Catherine. It is reported that about 7:45 a.m. on Saturday, Collins was driving a 2017 Honda Civic motor car along the highway. Upon reaching a section of the highway near the Lindsay Toll Plaza, Collins reportedly lost control of the vehicle, which slammed into a metal railing. The occupants sustained injuries and were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. Investigations are being undertaken by the Lindsay Traffic Department. People, as you can hear, 2 persons died in this accident. May I tell you, in a normal, from when you see the extent of the damage on the vehicle, you must know say Mr. Collins I go hard. Yes man, this your vehicle here look like it flip and flip and flip over and drop back on the 4-wheel right there so when you see it. Hear me I tell you? And the 2 of them, man and woman, pronounced dead. And I get to understand say a boyfriend and girlfriend. So I want couple dead in an accident right here so. I don't know if they died leaving any kids behind, but it's rough at one place at one part. Me know them have families. So right now I want to say RIP to both of them and condolences goes out to their families, friends and well-wishers. It is so sad and unfortunate knowing that 2 persons just dead so because of fast driving. Cha youth. May I tell you it rough boy. Yeah. May I beg you to take time. Take time on the street. Anything can happen in people. Anything can happen anytime. But it's when you drive faster, remember, it damage I got worse. And at this you will lose your life. So please be cautious and cut on the speed on the highway, especially the highway. Because the highway is calling you, you know. If you're on the highway driving and tell us if you cut your speed, because all you see a road. But you have to know what you do. Watch your speedometer here and be careful. Me I want to know. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, is pleased to share that as of December 20, 2025, the country has seen a 43% reduction in murders compared to the same period last year. We have more in this report from Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake.
My fellow Jamaicans, thank you for joining us for this end-of-year update as we reflect on the state of crime and public safety in Jamaica for 2025. This year has been one of sustained effort, disciplined execution, and clear resolve on the part of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It has not been without its challenges. However, it has also been a year in which strategy, accountability, and partnership have translated into measurable outcomes for the Jamaican people. In 2017, our beautiful nation recorded in excess of 1,640 murders. At that time, we had made the resolve that we will never get back there. That year, we recorded the 3rd highest number of murders in our country's history. And so we have used that year as the benchmark year with which we measure our progress today. At the start of 2025, we made a clear commitment to consolidate the gains of previous years whilst intensifying our focus on violent crime, particularly murders and shootings. As we stand here today, I can say with confidence that 2025 will be remembered as a year in which hundreds of lives were saved and violent crime was significantly reduced. Let me begin with what is perhaps the most important indicator of public safety. Murders are down by 43% nationally. As at December 20, 2025, Jamaica has recorded 649 murders, representing 487 fewer murders than the same period in 2024. This is not a marginal improvement. It is a substantial reduction, and it reflects the cumulative impact of intelligence-led policing, focused operations against gangs, enhanced firearms interdiction, and the commitment of our officers on the ground. One of the fundamental truths behind the progress we outlined today is that none of this happened in isolation. The gains we are seeing in crime reduction are not the result of police action alone. They are the product of deliberate alignment, shared resolve, and sustained support across the state and wider society. I want first to thank the government of Jamaica for believing in the policing plan that was laid out at the start of this journey, and critically for backing that belief with the financial resources necessary to execute it. Strategy without support is theory. What we have demonstrated this year is what becomes possible when vision is matched by investment. I must also recognize our many stakeholders who have stood firmly with the Jamaica Constabulary Force throughout this period of transformation. In particular, I want to commend the Police Service Commission, whose support has been instrumental in ensuring that the right people are placed in the right positions at the right levels. Effective policing is built on leadership, competence, and continuity, and that support has strengthened the institution in very tangible ways. To our community leaders, I offer sincere thanks. Many of you have worked quietly and tirelessly, often behind the scenes, helping to calm tensions, rebuild trust, and restore cohesion within communities that have experienced trauma and division. Your partnership has helped to turn vulnerable spaces into safer ones, and that contribution must be acknowledged. I also wish to thank the Jamaica Defence Force, who have stood shoulder to shoulder with us in the trenches. Your operational support, professionalism, and readiness have reinforced the state's capacity to respond decisively to serious threats, and your partnership remains invaluable. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what success looks like. It is a product of a unified state working with purpose and cohesion. And let me be clear, criminal networks cannot prevail against a state that is aligned, determined, and resolute. It is in this same vein that I offer the Jamaican public this assurance: the gains we are seeing are sustainable, provided this level of cohesion, support, and partnership continues. As long as the state remains unified, as long as communities, institutions, and security forces continue to move together, we will continue to protect life, preserve order, and strengthen the safety of our nation. This reduction means hundreds of families have been spared the trauma of violent loss. It means communities that once lived under constant threat are beginning to experience relief and stability. And it sends a clear signal that violent criminality is being confronted with precision and persistence. When we look at other violent offenses, the trends reinforce this progress. Shootings are down by 32% compared to last year, and reported rapes declined by 27%. Taken together, these figures point to a sustained reduction in the most serious forms of violence. While we remain acutely aware that even one violent act is one too many, the downward trajectory is undeniably encouraging.
So guys, there you have it, and I am just hoping that Jamaica will stay on the same path for 2026. Less murders, crime rate must keep dropping. You understand, people? Right there, so. But if you guys want to see the pictures of the accident, there's a link pinned in the comment section. Just click the link, you're gonna join a group, and in that group you're gonna see the pictures. But when you just join the group, you're not gonna see nothing yet. You have to just go and wait until you see pictures jump up, right? Yes, them are gonna reshare and you can see them after you join. But when you just join, you ain't gonna see anything if it is not shared. Okay, people? Pick up on yourself in a real life again. Stay safe. Have a happy new year when it comes. This is Juba reporting for Juba on the Ends. I'm out.